Let's talk about organic drop shipping. How do you boost sales? How do you really 10x, 15x, or even 20x your sales this year through organic drop shipping? Okay. So let me give you an overview here. When we speak about organic drop shipping, what are we talking about for real? So organic drop shipping actually refers to organic marketing. So basically, you have no paid ads at all. This is kind of similar to organic growth in YouTube, where you do not advertise your videos at all. Okay, and so basically, I have actually over the years done both organic marketing and paid ads. I mean, by paid ads, I'm speaking about PPC and all that kind of stuff. So I can really tell you that organic drop shipping is much more sustainable if you are thinking about 5 years, 10 years. Okay, so into this conversation, what I want really to talk about it, I wanted to talk about different ways to do organic marketing, how organic drop shipping works, a few hacks and tips to succeed with organic dropshipping, and whether organic dropshipping is worth your time or not. Okay, so long story short, when you think about the organic dropshipping, I want you to think about sustainability. And this is a strategy where you do not pay at all for ads. Okay, not a penny for ads. So anything about PPC or whatever, you do not pay at all. Okay, so that you can really save tons of money in the long run. Now, advertising is the fastest way to get sales, that's for sure. But it's also the most expensive marketing strategy, right? Because basically, the average conversion rate on Google Ads is about 4 to 5%. So that means that you will have to really spend a lot to just get the sales, okay? And also, basically, there are also some challenges to really think about if you want to advertise, because you have to think about impressions, saturation, and conversion. Impressions, if your bid is too low, the advertising platforms such as Facebook or Google or YouTube will not show your ads often. And if no one sees your ads, no one will buy from you, right? So that's already, right off the bat, a very expensive model to really embrace. And also, when I speak about conversion, after clicking your ads, the viewer now has to decide if he will buy or not. The problem is that your dropshipping store is relatively unknown. At this point, you have not built any credibility yet, so it is not. It's actually natural for any site visitor not to buy anything from your store. So when you think about organic dropshipping, what is the target audience this year? In other words, who is organic dropshipping for? First of all, you want to consider organic dropshipping if you have no funds for ads. Okay, if you have used all your funds for ads, let's say your budget is pretty limited right now, zero. If you want to really focus on long-term credibility, also this could be a great way for you to really focus on organic dropshipping. So the thing about funds for ads, like if your advertising budget is limited or non-existent, you got to really think about how to really spend your money, right? Because when you think about it, most dropshippers, including you and me, are people who actually have to juggle multiple tasks, and sometimes you might actually struggle financially. Maybe you have a job, and this dropshipping thing is something you do on the side, which means that you can't really spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on advertising. Okay. And you may allocate maybe $100 or $200 for ads. But if you think about it, $100 or $200 is not enough to compete against the giants in marketing. Even if you spend that much, let's say you spend $200, you're likely not able to, you will not be able to make that back from your gross profits, okay? And you'll never get a lot of impressions from that budget. So you're limiting yourself right off the bat. So that's really a problem in terms of financial flexibility. So in other words, you need to invest to make money. You need to spend money to make money. If you don't have a lot of money, that could be problematic. Same thing if you have used all your funds for ads. Let's say you started doing drop shipping, and you've used maybe $1,000 for ads, and you haven't seen any traction. This could be discouraging. This could be frustrating. This could be also limiting because you have no more money for ads in the future. You have to understand that funding the same ads with little to no conversion can be frustrating. Creating new ads and spending more money could be frustrating. Increasing the budget for ads also could be frustrating, especially if you see that it doesn't make a difference. Okay. And if you want to really, if you want long term credibility, focus on organic drop shipping. That way, you are drawing traffic organically. You are drawing people who are interested in your products, in your store, and also your business model. Let me talk to you about suitability here. So, does organic dropshipping really work? Because you hear a lot of folks talk about organic dropshipping. See, the thing about organic dropshipping is you have an element of time. If you can be patient, if you do not want to see results in a month, if you're comfortable waiting for a year or 6 months or even 18 months to see results, then you are in a good position. You are in a better position. As long as you're not impatient, as long as you're not really trying to rush things up, you are good to go. Okay, because organic dropshipping does work, but it takes time, and a lot of folks, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of dropshippers don't have the time. And if you don't have the time, you can't really do anything serious when it comes to dropshipping, because organic dropshipping helps you do a couple of things. For instance, you are able to build trust, right? Because you are able to build credibility. You want to show people that they can trust you and your products. In other words, they can trust your brand. If your core audience trusts you, you can expect to have better conversion rates. It's not really any different from what an affiliate marketer does. You publish content, gain credibility, and your followers will buy what you recommend. Okay. You also have low cost marketing. So when you think about organic dropshipping, you're not really spending money on PPC ads or social media ads. Okay. So organic dropshipping means you will produce content and publish it. So social media images, videos on YouTube and TikTok, or even blog posts. Those don't cost as much as ads will cost, right? I mean, videos on YouTube and TikTok, you can use your phone. If you have a low budget for let's say content, you can really use your phone to actually record. Okay, if you have a good phone, if you have a decent phone, it should be good. You also are having organic traffic. So the beauty of organic dropshipping is that you don't have to spend to reach an audience. It will come naturally. In traditional advertising, you get viewers and eyeballs only if you spend money. So once your ad stops running, you no longer get views or traffic. With organic dropshipping, traffic will come to your store again and again and again. And that's what you want. So what are the steps here? What are the best ways for you to do organic dropshipping this year? The first thing you want to do is you want to really think about blog posts. Okay, blog posts are really the most effective sources of organic traffic. So once your post makes it to the first page of Google search, you can tell yourself that you made it. Okay, it just takes time. Okay, I mean, it's one of those things where I think that every dropshipping store must have a blog section. Your blog is where you provide support to your target audience, and you want to have that. So you also want to publish articles that answer questions, post listicles or articles made of lists, such as best drones to buy, best lipstick tips, or things like that. You want to you want to be consistent. Okay, don't just publish one quarter. I mean, 1 week, and then wait for 10 more years to publish another piece of content. And you also need to use search engine optimization. Okay, now many people think that blogging is dead, but I can guarantee you that blogging is really as alive as possible. People are so searching for stuff anyway. Okay, so that's really good. And blogging can really help you answer those queries. So that's the first source of organic drop shipping. The second source is user generated content (UGC). In other words, this is content made by the common person. They are amateur videos. Amateur videos. A good example is a person showing something he bought online and is happy about it, right? So UGC is really popular because they are like those people, they are trustworthy. Okay, since it is a common person who uploaded a video about his experience or her experience, viewers naturally think that it is not staged. The thing is that big companies use the same tactic now. They post videos that appear as UGC. However, those videos are professionally made. Okay, so in your case, as a dropshipper, you want to really maybe think about ways to do things differently. Think about videos where you send a love letter to someone using a drone, for instance. If you're selling drones, of course, okay. And you can also think about showing a drone flying fast and falling off. This happens all the time to people. You have to be relatable. Like whatever experience you are actually sharing, it has to be relatable. Also, think about YouTube and TikTok. So, these two platforms are the two biggest video platforms in the world. The thing is that there is a difference between the audiences on YouTube and those on TikTok, okay? So, you have to see what works for your specific product, your specific niche. And also think about social media communities, okay? You can build a social media community or presence. That way, you are able to really leverage that credibility for your organic shipping needs. So basically, let me give you a few tips to succeed in organic drop shipping this year. Just make sure that you are adding value. Okay, it's all about you making everything about your audience. Okay, you want to do the big three. I'll explain what the big three really means later on. You want to upload consistently, and you want to use search engine optimization. So when I say make it about your audience, whenever you publish new content, always think about what's in it for your viewer or reader. It's never a good idea to discuss what your products do, what their features are. People can already read that on the product pages. So make it a point to put yourself in your target market's shoes. Here are some questions you must consider. What benefits will the audience get? Will the viewer learn something new? Is the blog or video informative? And how will the content change the life of the reader or viewer? That's important from a credibility point of view, okay? And you also have to do the big three. Let me explain what the big three really means. Basically, you want to inform, entertain, and educate. Those are the three. Those are the big threes, okay? So inform means that you have a type of content where you merely present facts. For example, you can present the differences of products, including yours. And this type of content is matter of fact and must be based on truths you can support. You can also entertain. So any video or content that seeks to amuse is called entertainment. It has to provide the viewer or reader with some kind of joy, anything that gets a person out of boredom, okay? If you go on TikTok, you see those kinds of videos all the time. And you can also educate. So here you have a type of content that aims to teach. So the most common example is a how-to video or even blog. Okay, this can help your organic dropshipping big time. So every blog post or video you publish must meet any or all of these three. If the blog or video do not release it, you have to go back to the drawing board and replace it. Of these three types of content, basically you want to really put your efforts into education because it is an evergreen content that you can leverage over and over and over, especially if you are going after a specific niche or a specific audience, if you will. So one thing you also want to do here, if you are trying to really succeed in organic dropshipping, is to upload consistently, okay? Because if you want to build an audience, you have to show up every single time that you like every time you tell them, like every week or every 2 weeks, whatever the frequency is, you have to show up, okay? So whether you have a blog, whether you have a YouTube channel, you have a TikTok channel, you have a Pinterest account, you have a Facebook page, you have to publish content regularly. The reason is that when you publish content regularly, you are establishing a relationship with the audience. You're telling them, hey, listen, I'm there for you. I will provide value. I'll provide tips. I'll provide hacks. I'll provide recommendations that can make your life better. And if the audience believes that, they're going to start trusting you. And if they trust you, you will see that your organic dropshipping business will take off big time. So content is what makes people find you. So the more content you publish, the more information you offer. More content also means more chances to win against competition, the competition to get people's attention. And you also want to use SEO. So if you want your organic dropshipping to take off this year, invest in SEO. Okay, always use SEO techniques in your content. Do this for both videos and blogs. The person you want, the reason why you want this is because you want evergreen content. You want search engines to show your content even if it's way past its prime. Information can get stale and outdated. Entertainment value can decrease over time. Educational content, however, will always have an audience. Think about that. And SEO is the only way you can find an audience even after years of publishing. So, generally speaking, you can apply SEO on blog or video title, blog body or video description, meta tags for blogs, and metadata for videos. Okay. Now, SEO can take years to master. However, the fundamental thing you must think of is that are there many people interested in this topic? That's going to help you big time. So you validate your idea in Google Trends or SEO programs like Ahrefs or Moz Pro. Okay. And so these tools will give you an estimate of the demand for your topic. Please note that the higher the demand, the tougher it is actually it is to compete. So bottom line is that is organic dropshipping worth it? Yes. As long as you're patient, like I said, you have to be patient. You don't be if you're not rushing, if you're not in a rush, you should be good to go. Okay, it is certainly worth it. If there are two options that I will recommend, you want to focus on YouTube, maybe a TikTok, and also your blog. For your blog, you can think about Pinterest, for instance. Your blog is your gateway to search, while YouTube is where you will find loyal followers and supporters. Okay, so you can use TikTok too. Even though people say TikTok has a younger audience, they are loyal too. And TikTok audiences are really, 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 really. How do I say it? They're very dynamic. Okay, so between YouTube and TikTok, YouTube is better though because you can monetize your channel with ads. On TikTok, you have a dependency on donations. So on YouTube, you can monetize your content in many ways, like memberships, ad revenue, or YouTube shopping. For membership, you have members who agree to pay a monthly fee. So that's kind of cool, okay? But just keep in mind, it takes time to build an organic following, even on YouTube. Many people quit because they think they're not making progress, okay? You need to factor in the time it takes to build organic traffic. Before you launch your store, you want to plan your content, okay? The kind of content you want to publish and build. That way you have clear expectations about how long it will take you, okay? That's an important element to think about. So in the end, organic dropshipping is definitely worth it, okay? Definitely worth it. And you are able to earn money on a consistent basis if you do things right to start. Just keep in mind that dropshipping is legal, okay? Basically, there's nothing to worry about when it comes to dropshipping. But there are two main types of dropshipping. You have the traditional dropshipping, and you also have the print-on-demand dropshipping, like the kind of stuff that Printful or Printify help you establish. In conclusion to this conversation, I spoke to you about organic dropshipping. I spoke about the overview, the target audience, the suitability, the steps, and the conclusion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.